like in China, the often topic are called political sensitive topic. You cannot talk about that. Because government has so many hierarchy. You cannot talk about Dalai Lama, you cannot talk about Section 4. Now you even cannot talk about umbrella. Umbrella is a sensitive topic now. They're living in fear. Then why? Because communism is atheism, is materialism, and they don't believe that God is soul, right? So they constantly live in fear. There's so many topics are forbidden, sensitive. But a real spiritual person don't have to worry about, you're not so high, right? Because we all know that we are vulnerable, we are incomplete, so we don't have to, I'm not perfect, right? You all know I'm not perfect, right? And so that's my secret. I'm shameless. And I'm fearless. Right? So I'm so old now, so whatever gets gravy, so if I die now, I don't mind, right? If people say bad things about me, that's fine too. That's nothing off my skin, right? So I'm shameless and fearless. So that's a good state to be in. Then you don't have to worry, right? Where are we now? Okay. Now, I use the word spirituality rather than religion because religion had a bad name now, right? But religion is institutionalized with a head, with organization, with dogma, with belief, with rituals. Often religion is a source of conflict because Muslims fighting with Christians, Catholics fighting with Protestants, Europeans 200-year war, Protestant versus Catholic. Religion can be a source of conflict. But the next part of religion is that you have faith community. So faith community is a good thing, right? Faith community can provide a lot of resources. So the next part of religion is that they have a faith community that can provide support for you. Spirituality is more individualized, like tailor-made spirituality. There's no central authority. You're pretty ritual. But the problem is that there's no discipline, right? You do it wrong, nobody can call you for it, right? Nobody can expel you. There's no discipline, no accountability. And also we don't have community support. So I hope they can form a spiritual community of all spiritual people that can support each other. But that's not easy. Okay. What is spiritual dimension now? Okay. First of all, we are spiritual beings. Do you agree?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because we are made in God's image. We are born with Buddha nature. Deep down, there's goodness in all of us. Deep down, there's goodness in all of us. There's a redeeming value in all of us. Okay? So we're spiritual. But the core of spiritual being, Franco, he started that. He said, the spiritual core is really consists of the quest for meaning and self-transcendence. So nowadays, people define spirituality in terms of quest for meaning. They started formalizing it by Franco. He said, the search for meaning is what? It's actually search for self-transcendence. You know why? He said, people are incomplete if they are in themselves. People become fulfilled, a sense of fulfillment and attunement. People become fulfilled only when they get out of themselves into the larger spiritual world and relational world, which is self-transcendence. Horizontal transcendence to other people and vertical transcendence to worship God Himself. That's what self-transcendence is. Self-actualization is a what? Is a byproduct of self-transcendence. That's what Franco said, right? You want to actualize yourself, you better get out of your personal world to embrace the spiritual world and the relational world. Then you fulfill your core essence. Then you actualize yourself. You see? Keep breathing, hit inside. You can't actualize yourself without reaching the state of self-centeredness. The main attribute of spirituality are love, connecting with others, and connecting with the whole, which is nature or creator of nature. So connection and love, compassion and harmony in connection, rather than isolated within yourself. Okay? It is spiritual dimension is separate out of all other animals. So you can be fully yourself and just think about living a full life. You can't live a full life, right, without living a spiritual life. See, if you try to live a fully alive and forget about spiritual part, it won't work. Oh.